What's going on, everyone? How are you doing? My name is JDOS here, back with a new video for you. This is not on the Titan like it normally will be. This is on the Warlock. It's a little bit strange for me, but I really like this build. I don't make the rules. Titan, I can't only make videos with you. I'm sorry. I'll tell you what, I'll make another build for you after WitchQueen drops. Deal? I knew that would make you happy. See, I know you so well. God, you were just so needy, though. Now, before we get into this too far, I want to humbly ask you to go ahead and like, share, comment, subscribe. Any of the normal YouTube things, I will greatly appreciate it, and I will love you forever. Wait, why are you here, Hunter? Oh, you're trying to sneak into this build too, huh? Not like I always do, I try to make a tune look the part. This time my visual inspiration came from our friendly Gambit leader, the Drifter. On screen now is the armor ornaments and the shader I used in case you want to recreate this yourself. I think this looks nice and sleek and pretty clean personally. This build I'm going to be calling the Rifter. Getting into our build here, for our subclass we will be on Well of Radiance. We will be using healing rifts and the firebolt grenades because they have a super rapid cooldown. We will be also abusing Benevolent Dawn, which says healing or empowering allies regions our abilities faster. Onto the armor build, starting with our helmet. We are running Seeking Wells. Elemental wells you create will move across the ground toward nearby players. That does count us as well. On our arms, we have Reaping Wellmaker. After activating your class ability, your next weapon final blow will create a Void Elemental Well. I know we're not on the Void subclass, but you'll see a mod later that will kind of help us out with this, so stay tuned. On our chest piece, we are running Fireteam Medic. Destroying a Warmind cell creates a burst of healing for you and nearby allies. That's right, we are using a Warmind cell mod. Everyone thought Warmind cells were dead. They're still very much alive. They're still very useful. I advise playing with them. Our exotic here, Boots of the Assembler. For our exotic perk, we have Blessing of the Order. Standing in a healing rift creates noble seekers that seek out allies that are not in a rift and heal them. It works the same for the empowering rift, except it doesn't heal, it will run power. Each time a noble seeker finds an ally, the duration of the rift is extended. Our mod here is Bountiful Wells. Elemental well mods that cause you to create elemental wells now stack. And on our mark, we have Well of Utility. Picking up a Void Elemental Well grants additional class ability energy. Our exotic weapon is kind of what brings us all together, though. This is Lumina. Our exotic trait we have is Blessing of the Sky. Using a noble round on an ally heals them and grants you and them a temporary weapon damage buff for a short duration. Our intrinsic trait, kills with this weapon leave behind remnants. Absorbing a remnant converts your next hipfire shot into an ally seeking noble round. The masterwork for this weapon grants 2 remnants on kills. Our next weapon here is the Ikelos SMG. I added this for the very few times that I would need Demolitionists to get my grenade back, and to generate that healing ball of Michael Bay in case I get overrun. Our heavy is my favorite exotic rocket launcher, the Adept Hothead with Clown Cartridge. No reason other than this is my favorite weapon. Now this is a very simple build, really. You're basically just the healer of the team. Without you, the team would have to hide more and shoot less, but with you, they can really duel with our enemies with less fear of death. You are also applying that 35% weapon damage buff from Blessing of the Sky. Your teammates will really enjoy that. In this footage here, you can see me shooting as many noble rounds as possible to get as many allies as possible, full health basically. I'm essentially the bard of the group, and that's fine by me. Really quickly, I do want to talk about a very cute interaction with Lumina and Boots of the Assembler. While you are standing in a rift, the noble seekers from Boots will grant Lumina a noble round if it hits you. And that noble round from Lumina will trigger the extended timer from Boots. Macaroni and cheese, basically. Now this occurs very slowly, but it is a very cute interaction. I slowed it down right here so you can see where the noble round does track to us. And when I switch back to my Lumina, I do have the noble round in the chamber ready to go. Also, did any of you know that noble rounds from Lumina do actually damage enemies? They can even pass through enemies and seek out allies. You can even kill enemies with noble rounds and get more noble rounds like you see here. Even more interesting, you can bounce the noble rounds off walls and objects in the environment and hit enemies sometimes twice if they're lined up correctly. My usage of Lumina was low before this build because I never liked how Lumina felt, so I never knew about the noble round actually damaging enemies. This is really neat actually. Now as I wrap this up here, I want to ask, how do you like the build? What would you change or add? Did you know about the Noble Seekers from Boots granting Noble Rounds to Lumina? Did you know Noble Rounds could even damage enemies? Let's talk about it down in the comments below. Make sure you leave some comments, leave some questions. I love discussing builds and I love interacting with people. If you made it this far, I want to say thank you for watching the video until now. It is a great help to me for sure. I have a special announcement before I totally finish up. This will be my last video until WitchQueen. Fear not, my friends. Tuesday, as soon as I can get logged into Destiny, I will be streaming the campaign of WitchQueen over on my Twitch channel. If you don't mind spoilers, or you won't be able to play that day, or you just want to see what's going on before you buy it, head on over to my Twitch, drop a follow, and keep an eye out for the notification when I go live. I will be linking my Twitch in the description down below, along with a link to Cool Guy, who just released a video based on Boots of the Assembler, just in a different setting, so make sure you check it out. He's certainly onto something cool. As always, stay safe, stay warm, and I'll see you in WitchQueen Guardians.